St. Leo, Pope and Doctor of the Church, known as St. Leo the Great, contributed in so many ways to the life of the Church, and hence he's named not only the Great, but Doctor of the Church. And so many of his prayers are contained in our Roman Missal, in our book of prayers for the celebration of the Mass. But one of his greatest contributions was truly clarifying and emphasizing the two natures of Christ, that Jesus is fully God and fully human, that Jesus is the embodiment of God's love for us, for you, and his coming and humbling himself to take on our human nature allows us to experience God in a way that we never could have if he didn't take on our humanity. That intimacy of knowing that Jesus knows what you're going through, that he's experienced the ups and downs of life, the trials, the temptations, and the great joys that we have in the blessings God shares with us. But even in his humanity, Jesus never ceased being truly God. And so he lifts us up, raises up all of humanity to share in God's divinity, to share in the blessings and the joy and the eternal love that is God. Our readings today are both humbling and raising us up. The gospel, Jesus, after the past couple of weeks in Luke's gospel, we've been hearing Jesus teaching us about discipleship, that, we're called to strengthen our family ties, to forgive whenever we're asked, to do all of the things that it is to be a disciple, a follower of Jesus. And in the end, we do it not for reward, but because it's who we are called to be Christian, to be Christ-like. And so Jesus is calling us to remain humble. We are unprofitable servants. We have done what we were obliged to do. And yet, in that beautiful first reading that so fittingly we have in November, the month of praying for all souls, this is an expanded version of one of the popular readings chosen for funerals. In the Book of Wisdom, talking about how the just are in the hand of God. And so even as we strive to be faithful to Christ, and at times we falter through sin, through weakness, or through our own temptations and distraction, that as long as we continue to strive to follow Christ, as long as we are open to God's chastisement, to his teaching and training us like a parent would teach a child, correcting not because they want to hurt the child, but because they want the child to learn what is good, what is truly helpful in life. And so, as gold in the furnace, he proves us, he purifies us, and assures us that in our time of visitation, we shall shine as sparks through stubble. Jesus is our visitation, God with us. And so we long to remain connected and united with him. May we be blessed through Jesus sharing our humanity and raising us up to be more like him.